says, could Jerry explain how he manages business together with arm wrestling, and how does he time manage?
That's a tough one. Good question, right?
So first, let them know what you do. You run Camping World. You got a huge dealership and all.
Yeah. So Camp World, we're the largest in the world, and my dealership is the Boston dealership. So it incorporates a shit ton of time. So I find myself that's the biggest hurdle, is being able to get enough time to put in to be competitive with that top 5 in the world, where they have a lot more time than I do, and to put towards training and putting towards getting prepared. So for me, I go to practice, arm wrestling practice, once a week, and then I try to lift 3 times a week. And so when I come home, I have a 4-year-old, right? And my 4-year-old son, I got to give him the thanks, because if it wasn't for him, I would practice 0 times a week or train 0 times a week. But I come home, and that's our thing, is me and him, he wants to go work out. So he's begging me from the minute I walk in the door to, let's go work out. Let's go work out. Let's go work out. I'm cool. Like, all right, just a few more minutes. Right. And then dinner will be ready. And then it's okay, because I get home probably 6:30, 7 o'clock at night. And so when I get home, I want to eat. So I eat, and then he's like, all right, let's go work out. And I says, I got to let the food digest. Yeah. So then you sit down and you're watching TV, and then it becomes easy to get lazy. And then I go to get up, and I'm like, all right, let's go upstairs, go to bed. He goes, no, we got to go work out. And I'm like, all right.
And your boy's
fine,
4
let's
years
go.
old.
But 4 years old, yeah.
World champion in the making, baby.
Like, listen, the kid does 27 pull-ups. 27. It's insane, wow. Right? I have to. I stop at 26 because I don't want to beat him, because then he'll want to go again. So if I let him go and he wins, we're done, right? So he's absolutely, he's so funny. He lifts deadlifting like 80, 90 pounds now, and he started with the 5s, then went to the 10s, then went to the 15s. Now he's using the 20 pounds, and he's doing bench, and he's doing curls. So I'm like, this kid's a beat, and he's only 50 pounds.
Do we have him arm wrestling yet on the table?
Oh, he wants to arm wrestle all the time. The table's right here. So he's like, but every time we get up there, he's like, all right, let's go. We'll go like 1 or 2 times. I'll win one. He'll win one. Yeah. Then it'll be tied. He goes, it's time for the straps. And I'm like, oh man, it takes longer to set him up, because he's got these small hands. So I'm trying to set it up with him. So then we'll go on the straps, and he's a hot ticket. But yeah, that's my motivation. So
that's awesome. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. That's cool.
Bob, what's a good exercise for Jerry to work that move with the drag back, getting the shoulder around? Is there something he could do with it, like a handle or something on a cable machine?
Well, honestly, Jerry just needs to practice it, because with arms, because the move should actually be easier for him. Yeah. When you're going forward to get behind, that's a harder move to get your shoulder behind something that you're moving away from you. Yeah. It should be easier for Jerry to get behind, trying to bring it towards him. Okay. I mean, and again, probably 95% of all arm wrestlers, when he lat drags and goes like this, he keeps his wrist, because again, there's only that 0.1% that can actually take Jerry's wrist. So in practice, he's going to be doing a lot of this, okay, and keeping his wrist. And then, at some point you want to practice it while losing your wrist. You want to practice it trying to keep your wrist, but you can't. Okay. Which means Jerry's going to have to get his wrist tired, and he's going to need RVJ or that Joe Rosbera dude. Is he still pulling?
No, he's back in the other country, Slovakia.
Oh, okay.
I've got-
Well,
Nick Stone comes up every now and then, though.
Yeah, but you
Yeah.
can even do it with Dom, bro, on Mondays, bro. When you get your
Yeah.
workout in, go train
Yeah.
your wrist and hand right before,
yeah,
and
you
then
just got to get your wrist.
do 100
Because-
times with Dom.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would love to see Jerry lat drag towards himself, keep his wrist, shoulder roll people down, then practice trying to keep his wrist, but he can't because he's tired. The exact same move, and he ends up in a dead wrist. And then I'd like to see Jerry try while he's completely fresh. He can absolutely keep his wrist if he wanted, but still lat drag, purposely lose his own wrist and drive down.
Okay.
Because when you go against that elite 0.1% and you think I'm probably going to lose my wrist anyway, it's better that he dumps it and oh shit. Okay. And it's better that he dumps it while lat dragging and keeps a much better bite with his own hand than having it taken and now his hand is opened a little bit.
Okay.
So against that elite 0.1%, in my opinion, he should lat drag and bring it and just let his wrist go.
That's perfect. Jerry, if you can, man, just maybe on Monday or your next workout, if you can just do a video with Dom and them, and I'll send it over to Bob, and we'll just make sure that we got everything perfect on that, and we could start getting on that, bro. But I'm telling you, bro, I think that's a game changer right there, man. I think you're going to really, really stir things up with that move, bro. For real.
I mean,
we practice on Wednesday, so I'll
Yeah.
practice it on Wednesday.
Perfect.
I mean, I got to believe that every time Jerry's been in one of these wars, pushing, his elbow's nearly off the front, the other guy's elbow's nearly off the back. If you could somehow hit pause, bring the elbows towards Jerry 7 inches. So now Jerry's elbows on the back and his opponent's elbows on the front, and then hit the play button.
Jesus.
Jerry,
Kill them.
The magnitude, the leverage that Jerry just gained is huge. He just
went from a semi truck to a freight train, bro. I
Right.
think that's what it would be.
Yeah. And so that's why with guys who can flop wrist press, like now, if you are a true shoulder roller and you're the guy who shoulder rolls but loses his wrist, and if he loses his wrist, he loses the match, then I do not suggest this for that guy.
Okay.
But for Jerry, I mean, there is no one else stronger in that position. So why are you going towards your opponent? Just
Bring him on your side.
quit going towards them. Bring them to you.
I like that. From Benji Mack, is Jerry free of any chest pneumonia? Is he at 100% in climbing in power?
Health wise, I'm all good. Right now, I just got to get back to strength wise. So I healthy. I'm super healthy now. I'm free of all that bullshit. But in getting through that, I got kind of lazy. Right? So
What's the most you ever benched? 225.
225 for
60.
65.
How many?
65, 6'5".
See, and what's funny is when everyone was talking about how good Devin Loret's endurance is, and he's got crazy endurance, a guy who can bench 225 65 times has crazy freaking endurance, right?
Yeah.
Like, what do you know what your 1 rep max is?
Don't do it. My
500, right?
son Mason made me go and try 500. So we had I think it was 505 we put on there, and then because I didn't have the 2.5s, but so when we did it, put it on, and I did it for 3, easy. So I don't know what one rep. Like I do, and I did that after I did a whole bunch of numbers before. So I do, like I said, 225 I do for 60 plus, and then 315 I do for 35, and then 405 I do for about 10 to 12. So then I
Right.
go back down.
See, I would say, and I forget the name of the formula, but there's a formula that you can plug in your
Yeah.
weight and how many times you do it. And it tells you, roughly what your 1 rep max is. And if when you put in your weight and how many times you do it, and it tells you your 1 rep max, but you can actually do more, then you've got what most people refer to as fast twitch muscle fibers. I'd be willing to bet that Jerry has slow twitch muscle fibers.
Yes.
Because if you put in, 225, 65 times, it's going to tell you your 1 rep max is like 700 pounds. But I don't think Jerry can bench 700 pounds, which tells me he's got slow twitch muscle fibers, which explains why he has such unbelievable muscular endurance.
Yes.
Now, whether the technical term, I don't know what the technical words are with fast twitch and slow twitch, but most guys know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, so fast twitch is that explosive power like a lot of the baseball pitchers have, and slow twitch are the very, very stronger guys that more made for endurance and long
Right.
distance and all.
Right. And as big as Jerry is, I know it sounds crazy, but he's more of a marathoner than he is a sprinter.
Bro, I got to tell you this, man. So I go over Jerry's house and, he's in his flip flops and basketball shorts and we're just kind of hanging out. We go into the garage and all, and he just jumps down on the bench. He got 225 on it, bro. He just bust out like 50 something. So me and my boy's mouth are already on the floor. Like, bro, it was just so nonchalant, just made it like nothing. Gets off of that, jumps up on this on his pull-up bar, but he's got like this piece of wood there where he hangs on his fingertips, and then busts out 40 pull-ups, bro. And we're just like, dude, you move like you're 150-pound lightweight, but you're 330 pounds. What is up with this? It's crazy, bro. You see when you get to the top of the world with these elites, bro, they got freakish strength and just things that are different than other athletes. And I seen that in Jerry, bro. And he doesn't, like he said, bro, he doesn't even train much. His 4-year-old's the one that's pushing him to train. He doesn't even really want, but he'll come off the couch and bust out 65, 225 like it's nothing, like he's an elite NFL football star. It's
how old are you, Jerry?
50.
50. Wow.
Unbelievable. And he's now getting VitaStem stem cell therapy. How many shots have you did, bro? You did three treatments already.
3.
Then,
I gotta do another one next week.
Oh wow. So we got number 4, and then January 5th we have another one. So
yeah.
And so they're gonna get you all healed up. How is that coming? Do we feel a difference? Anything on the shoulder?
Yeah, my shoulder feels great. I want to get a little bit more on my wrist, and then I just want to start feeling energized again, because that pneumonia knocked the shit out of me. But now, like I said, I'm great, healthy. I just, got to get past the laziness. I got to do some more cardio.
Yeah, and I didn't see, I know James put out some pictures and videos of last practice, and I always go through those to see if you're there, and I didn't see. I was going to send a message like, are you slacking today? You should be over at James's house.
Yeah, I went I missed this Wednesday, but I was there the 2 or 3 Wednesdays before.
Yep.
I had, at my dealership, I lost a couple finance managers. They both quit the same day. So the shitty 1 and shitty 2, right? They went together, and
Gotcha.
so put me in a position where I was stuck working late.
Gotcha. We got a question.